Welcome back, everybody. So I stayed the night in Astoria last night and didn't get a great night's sleep. I got woken up really early with a loud bass car coming by. So I came out to Fort Stevens to try to get another hour or two of sleep. And look at all the elk. They're all just hanging out. Bunch of cows. Look at this little spike right here. Hey, bud. He's ignoring me. So anyway, I like coming down by these barracks. It's usually pretty chill down here. So I'm gonna tuck up and try to get another hour of sleep or so, because the night before last, exact same thing happened. I got woken up before I was ready to wake up and just laid in bed for like 3 hours listening to the cars go by. Squirrel! Always a good time at Fort Stevens, man. I love this park. I've got the Oregon State Parks yearly pass. If you're in Oregon, there's state parks all over the place. It's well worth the money. It's usually like $5 to $10 to get in for a day, but the yearly pass I think is only like $30, and it'll get you into any state park day use area. It's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna roll out towards Cannon Beach, and I think I know which trail I want to go down to get my shots of the Lighthouse. So I'm gonna slowly head that way and make some cool stops on the way and explore and have fun and try to do stuff that's different than all the other Cannon Beach videos I've made. We got a goose crossing. Look at this. It's a couple geese with babies. I don't know how well you can see them because they're kind of far away. Look at that. So cool. Look at those little goose babies. So I'm gonna get parked here in Cannon Beach, and since I know I have plenty of money coming my way, I'm gonna grab my favorite fish and chips, because you can't always go to a Cola seafood market and get fish and chips. You only can if you're in Cannon Beach, so I'm gonna do it. What is this thing? What? All right, I decided to mix it up a little bit this time. Usually I get the 4-piece halibut fish and chips, but it always leaves me too full to hike. I'm always like, I don't want to do anything. So I got a kid's meal this time with salmon, and I got a cup of clam chowder because I didn't think that would be enough. And I haven't tried, the only thing I've ever had from this place is the halibut fish and chips, and it's my favorite. Ooh, that smells good. That's good clam chowder. Let's check out the salmon fish and chips. I've never had salmon fish and chips. Whoa, those are big pieces. Look at that. Beautiful. Those are huge pieces. I was expecting little, you know, kid size. Let's try this one. Fried salmon's good. Okay. So that food really hit the spot, man, and I'm not too full, which is good, because usually I have to kind of take a nap after I eat. I'm looking around for the elk. The elk herd's usually out in this area, right around here. But yeah, I'm gonna roll up to Ecola State Park and test out that lens. There's a bunch of military guys down here. Interesting. There's a truck with a weird satellite. I don't know. Looks like the viewpoint for the lighthouse is only 1/8 of a mile. That's pretty rad. So I switched out my mic. This one's a little more environmental. I thought it might be a little cooler. And I think I'm just, since it's only 1/8 of a mile, I'm just gonna hike up there now and see what it's like. Look at this beautiful stream. I think this is a viewpoint right here I was thinking of. Yep, this is it. So I've got this app on my phone called, I think it's called PhotoPill. Yeah, PhotoPills. It'll show you the exact location of where the sun's gonna set. So I'll click on golden hour. There's sea lions out there. I'm not sure if they're on the beach right there or if they're up on the lighthouse. Let's see, how do I do this? AR, there we go. So, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can't really see on the screen, but I can. The sun's gonna set just to the right of that rock ledge. So I'll have a little bit of the glow on that, and I should get some decent sunset in there. So I think this will be a good spot. And it's not a far hike at all, so I think I'll pop off a couple shots right now. Man, the ocean is so calm and the sky is so boring. I wish I would have had this lens a few months ago when it was really stormy out. I could have got some amazing shots. I think I see a sea lion in the water down there. I'm gonna bust out the big boy and pop off a couple shots and see if I can find those sea lions. I hear them, I just can't see them. Yeah, those sea lions are all over the bottom of that rock that the lighthouse is on. Look at that. There's a ton of them. Tons. Here's the lighthouse. Beautiful old thing. It's got quite the history. Terrible Tilly, you guys should look it up. Wow, look at this old spruce. You could almost crawl in there. Look at that. It grew on a nursery stump. Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep heading up the trail and see what else I can find. Here's another cool little viewpoint. Man, that's a long ways down. But you don't want to roll down that. Yeah, there's no sea lions on the rocks down here at all. They're all up by the lighthouse. Man, this trail is tight. I don't remember it being this tight last time. I'm starting to get pretty itchy from touching all these plants. There's no, at least I haven't seen any poison oak yet. Just a bunch of salmonberry and whatever these are. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. What are these? I've got the picture of this app. This thing is pretty awesome. Salal, Oregon wintergreen, non-toxic. That's good. Cool. It's an evergreen. Awesome. So I went by those soldiers. I wonder what they're doing up here. It's interesting. Man, all that time hiding in the Forerunner away from the allergies didn't do me any favors. I'm kind of winded. These are really steep hills though. I remember seeing this tree in the fall, all those ferns growing on those branches that stick out like that. In the fall, they're super vibrant and alive. It's crazy how they look like they almost completely dry out in the warmer months. Wild. Look at this freaking gargantuan. This tree is huge. This is redwood size. It's a massive, massive Sitka spruce. You could make thousands and thousands and thousands of guitar tops out of this. Amazing. That thing is huge. Absolutely redwood size. There's another pretty big one right here, not quite as big. And then all these ones are new. All those logs that I show where you can like crawl like in between, this is how it happens. These trees grow on these stumps and they grow around it, and then eventually they suck out all the nutrients and the old tree completely decays. Look at how long this root is going down. This is so cool. So there's a hiker camp down here. Got a vault toilet. Yeah, check this out. They have a little picnic area. Nice fire pit. A bunch of these shelters with bunks. Cool. Wow, it's nice and cool in here. It's really cool. Oh, look, there's a little, there's a canvas door. Awesome. So there's a trail that goes to Seaside down that way, and it's like 4 miles or so. And there's a cool viewpoint down here. I think I'm gonna go to the viewpoint and then head back because I'm starting to get really itchy. Whoop. Almost lost it. Look at this thing. Absolutely massive. So cool. Man, these trees are so crowded. So yeah, I'm gonna go down there. There's a good viewpoint for the lighthouse. And there's some kind of weird structure down there. I forget what it is, but I remember there was some kind of old structure. Yeah, here it is. It's like, oh, how did people get in? It's a tunnel. Look at that. How did people get in there? Oh, there's some really cold air coming out of there too. How the hell did they get in there? I gotta figure it out. Anyone down here? Hello? Hello? Whoa. There's those air vent pipes. Wow. There's some crazy graffiti down here. Wow, look at that. Look at that thing. Hello? Man, there's some great artwork down here. This is wild. Yeah, there's that vent that goes up top that I found. Crazy. I'm surprised people aren't living down here. Whoa. Is this the end? I see daylight. This must have been the head. Oh my God, look at those bugs. Look at those crazy crickets, man. Those are terrifying. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh man, they don't like the light. Oh God, there's so many of them. Okay, here's the end. Wow. Yeah, this must have been some kind of military bunker. It is spooky in here. Nice mouse. It is naive to believe that we can achieve equality in a society that is based on hierarchy. That's an interesting thought to think. Cool, let's see if I can crawl out of here. Look at that rusty old chain. Here's a cat eye mural. I remember this from last year. Hopefully you could tell what was going on down there. There's these things. What is this, a pipe going down? Yeah. It's like an air vent to the tunnels. This must have been an old military installation. Maybe this is what those soldiers were doing. Maybe they're bringing an old military installation back or something. Oh look, there's more ruins down here. I'm gonna have to get online and figure out what this was. I bet it had something to do with the military. Huh. Well, the viewpoint is right down here. There she is. I think this might be the closest you can get to Tilly without actually going out in the water. So the sun is almost directly above it and to the left, so it should set right over there. I'm gonna check my app and see exactly where it's gonna set. I love this app because it tells you like precise, exact. Yeah, and the trail ends here and there. I wonder if this is a better viewing spot. Oh, maybe. Maybe set up the tripod right there. Yeah, so the sun's gonna set all the way like about back there. So this wouldn't be a good spot, and the lighthouse is super backlit right now, so it's not a good time to take a picture with the current sun. Okay, I did some more research, and Sitka spruce trees, which is what this is, or was, it's dead now, can live up to about 800 years, some of them even longer. So this tree was here when Lewis and Clark hiked this trail. I'm looking at the same tree that they looked at. It was probably alive back then, along with this one. That one back there is still alive, and it is huge. It is redwood size. So if they really live 800 years, I'll bet that one's a couple hundred years old at least, because it's massive. Same with this one, even though it's dead now. Wow, these needles are falling down on me. Crazy. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool to know. This is a really nice view that I missed on the way up. Look at that. Oh, waves crashing down on the bottom. Beautiful. Got a bunch of surfers out here today. Man, this beach is so beautiful. So this is Indian Beach down here. I was in here down there on in a recent video. I might go back down and hop around on those rocks a little bit. Oh look, he's gonna catch a wave. Oh, maybe not, he's waiting for a bigger one. That was fun. I worked up quite a sweat on that hike. It was pretty steep, and my camera is covered in pollen, and so am I, and I'm kind of itchy and sweaty, so I need to take a shower, man. I'm gonna head back to Portland tonight, I think, but I'm gonna stop off in Cannon Beach for a little bit and see if I can find the elk. Well, they're not in any of their usual places, so I don't know where they are, but I am out of windshield washer fluid, so I'm gonna fill up my water bottle and throw some water in there to get me by until I get a jug of cleaner. Because my windshield's kind of nasty. It needs to be cleaned for sure. So I walked down to the bathrooms down there and noticed that all the elk are lying down in the park. So I'm gonna try to wipe off some of this pollen so I can put my hoodie on, because it's getting kind of chilly out here. And I'm gonna put the longbow. Ooh, I got a rash. Got a rash for him. I wonder if that's from allergies. I'm gonna walk down there and get some shots of him real quick. There's a bunch of little kids playing, like just like 20 feet from these ladies, and they're all just chilling out, man. They are so habituated to people. They just don't care. Awesome. No such thing as coming to Cannon Beach without seeing the elk. We got a little mallard down here by the stream. She looks really relaxed. Mellow little mallard. Where's her boyfriend? There he is. Hiding in the brush. Well, I guess since I got to see the elk, my day is complete here. I am gonna be on my way back to Portland and hit up some Planet Fitness. I think this video is probably long enough at this point, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.